Welcome, everyone. My name is Marilyn, Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. Happy to see you here with me tonight, and I'm going to share a few things with you first. As always, if you're returning, welcome back. If you've never been here before, just happy to have you join us. We have so much fun with our crafting and creating and sharing with each other. So I'll start out as usual here. I hear the clock on the wall ringing 7 o'clock, so we are set to go. As you can see, this is the card I'm going to share with you tonight. Lots and lots of different designs for it, different ways of making it on YouTube, I haven't seen so many on Facebook, but YouTube for sure. And my cousin was interested in doing it for a confirmation, couple confirmations that she has in her family. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do this. And it actually wasn't too difficult. So I'm happy to share it with you in a few minutes. A few reminders first. I have a kit class coming up on April 24th. It's a Thursday afternoon. All I ask is that you buy a kit through me, and I will send you a link to a Zoom meeting that we will have. And there's so many kits to pick from with Stampin' Up. I love them all, so hopefully you'll give that a try. If you live in Canada and do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator and send you a catalog. So just let me know. I do have a form to fill out, and I will put it in the description of this video when I'm finished. If you've already filled it out, I do have your information, so thank you. And as always, happening on my craft table is our Friday with Zoom with friends. Friday Zoom, we call it. And it happens usually every Friday at 1 o'clock. Others teach. It's not always me, and we just have a great time creating together. It's a wonderful community that we've built, and I love every minute of it. So if you'd like to join me, let me know. 12 months of Christmas cards, I do the second Thursday of each month, and monthly card class the third Thursday of each month. And today, if I remember, I will show you what we did today. We did a one-sheet wonder with using every piece of paper on a 12 by 12 sheet of designer paper. We made 11 cards. It was so much fun. So, having said all of that, how would you like to start crafting? I do have a couple other things on my desk to show you too. But my question, across the bottom, you can see what's the first thing you're doing once the snow is gone, besides celebrating. We have had a forecast again for some snow today. Hasn't landed yet, but we know we're in March, and in this part of the country, we quite often get another snowstorm before spring is actually here. So I'm going to switch over to my desktop, check the questions. I see Pam, Betty, Kathy, Karen, Carmen. Good to see all of you. Just a reminder that if you're on YouTube, you can see the comments on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you can see the comments on Facebook. Faye is here as my moderator, and her and I can see the comments on both. So we will try to answer everything as we go along. But if we don't make it, we will certainly come back and answer questions afterwards. So thank you for joining me. Okay, so on my desktop, you can see, first off, there's some very sad news that these colors are going away. Every year, Stampin' Up! Introduces 5 new in colors, but as a result, they retire 5 third in colors. So these are the ones from 2023 to 2025. We have Wild Wheat, we have Pebble Path, Moody Mauve, Boho Blue, and Copper Clay. If any of those are your real favorites and you just can't live without them, be sure and go get stocked up on everything. What we find is usually the ink refills sell out the first. So just be aware of that. Paper Pumpkin is available every month. If you have a subscription, you can suspend it for a month, but you have to go in each month to suspend it. And April is Inked Occasions. We can see the lovely colors there. May is Majestic Mountain Majesties. Mountain Majesties and Full of Charm in June. And with the three of them, if you're a subscriber, you can get the dies that go along with them. That has to be done by the 10th of each month. And now, there's no question. We'll just double check for a minute. Thank you for commenting. Yes. Good to see you, Sharon, Stacy, Betty. And thank you, Faye, for moderating. So this is the card I want to show you how to make. And like I said in the beginning, see lots of different samples. This particular one is put on a card base. It does stand up, which is a priority for some of us. And it folds flat to go in the mail. And I did check it out. It does fit in one of our envelopes. So I'm going to do it in a different color tonight. And if you want the measurements, which I have almost finished preparing here, make sure you're signed up to my newsletter because that will be coming out next week. So I'll keep that handy and just go over the measurements to give you an idea of what you need. I'm using Highland Heather this time. And starting with 8.5 by 5.5, our usual card base. I have a white that goes inside, which is the 5.25 by 4. I think that's this one. And then I have a white for the outside, which is 5 3/8 by 4 3/16. So you'll see why in a few minutes. Then I have a base, which is where the cross is made. That is Highland Heather, 5 by 5.25. And then I do have another piece of Highland Heather here that's 3 1/8 by 1 3/4, layered, obviously, for the cross piece there. So, like I say, everything will be in your newsletter. So to begin with, I will fold the card base and just reading Karen's message. Well, hopefully I can help you, Karen, with some of the things. For folding, what we've been doing lately, we find that if we score it, sometimes it's not scored in the center. So if you lay your card base up against this side and this side and fold it, it seems to work better. So that's my first step. Karen, I don't know where you found it, but the lady I found it with is Get Crafty with Sally. She's a lady from Oregon, and she did hers in Rococo Rose that we had a while ago. She also put a laced edge on it. I do not have that, so mine is just plain, but she had some great ideas too. So then I'm going to try not to lose all my pieces that are cut. This piece of Highland Heather that is cut at 5 by 5.25, and I want to put the 5-inch side at the top, and I'm going to score it at, I'll find the right page, it'll tell me, 1 inch. And I find, I don't know about you, but I do find that if I'm doing 1 inch, sometimes it's easier to put it in the other way, but this is scored already. So 1 inch, 1 7/8, 3 1/8, and 4 inches. And any of you who do join our Zoom class, just a tidbit, in a not this Friday, not tomorrow, but the Friday afterwards, Kathy, who I believe is on here, will be sharing a different way to do a cross card like this. So we've got lots of options. So my paper is scored. And there, you should be able to see my score lines. Then I have a white and a designer paper to go in each section. And basically, I just have to figure out which goes where. So they are, let's see back, 5 1/8 by 1 1/8, 3 by, like, there's lots of different measurements. So, like I say, I'm not going to go over them all now, but just know that you will get them in my newsletter. So they are going to go like this, and I'm going to put them all on, glue them on first before I do the folding. A tip I wanted to share with you that I discovered, and I don't remember who showed me this. I've cut the designer paper, and I'm guessing and also saw the one from Queen Bee. I'll have to go look at that one too, Karen. So when you cut a darker color like this, you can sometimes see a little bit of white along the edges. And what this lady did was took a blends and just ran it along that edge. And I did that on my larger one already, and I just thought it really finished it off well. So I'm doing it to show you on this side, and it kind of gets rid of the white and makes it look a lot more finished. So those are my pieces there. So I'm going to just attach these while you're chit-chatting, answering that question. Please and thank you. And look at, I got no glue. We were chatting about this today in the class. One of the ladies happens to have one of those glue pistols, I'm going to call it. And she said she loves it because she doesn't have to deal with stuff like this. I'm going to glue my DSP onto my white layers before trying to attach them on there. And you can see I've got just a little bit of a border around each of them. Karen, your ladies at your class will love this, especially with Easter coming up. And I, as you saw on my picture to begin with, I do not have a Easter stamp, so I used one more thinking of sympathy with the wishing you comfort. But I think it works well. Is there any particular stamp sets that you like using for Easter greetings that would be suitable on here? There's lots as well, I know, that would be suitable for like Easter bunnies and those kind of things, but this card is a little different in my world anyway. So, and I haven't searched the new catalog. We can only see it online so far, PDF. If you're a demonstrator, you can see it. If you want to be a demonstrator, let me know, because you can sign up anytime and then get access to that. So now I'm going to attach these. Try to remember what order I did. And Karen, maybe you have to help me. I believe, love using liquid glue because I can move it a little bit. The first video I watched, actually, this lady, this Sally, she did one, and then when I started watching her, she said, I decided to put a backing on it to make the card stand up. So the first one she did not. Then today, I found a video where someone, instead of making it 5.5 tall, they made it 7 tall. So that would give you, again, a different area to put your greeting and do whatever. But it was the same kind of card, only it was 7 tall. So I didn't watch it all the way through to see what else she had changed on it, and with this paper, I do have an up and down design. This is the reverse, so it works well there, and I might as well glue these pieces while I'm gluing. And thank you, Faye, for keeping on top of all of that. I will come back and read everything afterwards, and answer any questions that need be. So keep chatting with each other and let us know what you're going to do when spring hits. So this is basically, that's basically got ink on my card. That one would be the smaller for the inside. The one for the outside is not the right size because look at it, it's too big. I need to double check my cutting again. It should be 4 and 1, 2, 3/16. Just and 5 and 3/8. Just a smidgen off there. So I'm going to have a very, you know what, I'm going to take just another 16th of an inch maybe off of that. Or just a little bit off of that side because it's not the way I like it. And you can do that with paper, right? If you were cutting with wood, I don't think that would work, but there is a little bit of a border around it. And again, because I'm using liquid glue, I can wiggle it onto there. So now I want this to be folded like this. So I want to fold this one in. I do have a bone folder somewhere. Then I'm going to fold this one. I'll try to fold it. And I don't know, Karen, when you were making them, if you found folding beforehand was easier or not. This is what I did with the other one, and I found it worked quite well. And there will be my base layer. So I'm going to mount it on here first on this side. And have a little bit of a border all the way around. I like how the white and the Highland Heather work so well together. And then I'm going to just lay it like that, put my glue on here, and hope it works. I lay it flat like that. Oh, that's much better. And the last one is crooked, so but I'm not going to. And there is the card. I do have to put the white on the inside. And of course I will glue on the side that I've got ink on. And then this piece will go across here, and I have all of my other little embellishments here. I cut this out of white and I will stamp it using stylish shapes. I cut these little pieces that I'm going to put along the side here. Now, one of the cards I did see had words stamped along here. So if you decide to do that, that's your choice, of course, with everything. And I'm going to use the same words I had before because I know they fit on here. So that will be my greeting. And because these pieces are so small that I'm using from this Unbounded Love, hopefully, Pam, you found your set. And I used adhesive sheets on the back of them so that I can just peel them off and put them on there. I did put this on with dimensionals. And of course you could, I did not on there, but you could definitely use embellishments of your choice. And hello, Ines. Hello, Bonnie. So I'm going to have to see all of you. I'm so happy to have you all join me each week, and definitely want to let you know that you can, oh, already did something wrong. On this one, I did put this piece on before I stuck the card together, and Karen, maybe that's what you found as well. It just allowed you to lay it flat so that you could make sure it was straight, but I'm going to just wing it and hope that it stays stuck. And as I'm looking down, I'm making sure, whoops, we're trying to make sure that it's evenly spaced. I'm going to, it should kind of make do, right? And then for mailing, it will fold this way and it will fit in there. I can put more on it, will fit in the envelope. So now, basically all I need to do is grab my Take Your Pick tool and peel the backing off these. And I thought on this one, as you can see, I think it really was all I needed to add. You could add more things if you want, of course, as in sparkly embellishments or whatever, but it's this is just basically going to do the same thing, just kind of fill in this big blank is what I'm aiming to do. And I've had a couple of ladies message me with designs they'd like me to try. I really appreciate that. Please continue. As you know, I like oops, extra little dot in there from the green color, Coastal Cabana color. I like learning new things, and I certainly don't mind going to find, if you found something and thought, oh, we could try this, let me know. And I will be more than happy to, well, to go and find it. And if I'll certainly let you know if I figure I can't do it. But most YouTubes or videos that we find are oh no, that one didn't quite have a full adhesive sheet on the back of it. Most videos like that, whatever, are easy enough to get to be able to figure it out. The hardest ones I've found, which was the one we did last week, was the adjusting from metric to non-metric. Just wherever you think that's needed. And there is our card. So, do you like the green? Do you like the purple? Highland Heather or Coastal Cabana? Let me know. I'm going to make a switch over here because I have a new banner that tells me, before I forget, the winner of the card last week was Pam. So congrats, Pam. This card will be in the mail to you before long. And the other thing that I promised to share is, because we're switching catalogs and lots of our stuff is being retired, I am working on my retired items. I will be having a sale, and it will be online this year. I'm going to figure out how to do that. So I wanted to let you know that I've been going through my stamp sets. This particular one that I used here is retired and sold out. And I mark my stamp sets pretty well at half price. And I'm not sure with the going online thing if I'm going to be doing that or not, but I go through them all. I go on the website and connect to the website, type in the number, and that way I know if it's gone, and then I can sell it. So just a tidbit there. And then I do the same thing with my dies, with my punches, and I have my paper to do yet. I haven't tackled the paper yet, but I do have the stamp sets, the dies, and the embossing folders, punches. And if I have a stamp set with a die, I will be selling it as a bundle. So thank you so much. Hopefully that's helped you, and you will be able to make some of these and use them for Easter or for sympathy cards, or for, as my cousin's going to, for communion, first communion or confirmation. I think they serve a purpose totally well. And Karen, I'm interested to hear how your class goes with doing these, and we'll continue making cards together. So I will come back here for just a minute, quickly read. I see lots of comments. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I see a new, I've never seen College Creations before. Welcome. Now, let us know where you're watching from. Most of us, the rest of us on here do, we're on each week, so we kind of know where each other's from. And I don't often remember to ask you that, but I'd love to hear where you're from. And your name will be in a draw for next week. And if you win, I do need your address. So take care, everyone, and we'll keep in touch. See you tomorrow, maybe on the Zoom with friends. And if not, maybe next week. Take care.